Keeping up with AI, it feels like a constant race, doesn't it? It moves so fast.
It really does. And the challenge isn't just the tech itself, but how to, well, manage it effectively.
Exactly. Which brings us to our deep dive today. We're looking at a really interesting announcement from EON Reality about their new EON Agent Orchestrator.
Right. EON Reality, they're big players in the XR space, virtual and augmented reality for learning and training.
Yeah, and they've been integrating AI for a while now. This orchestrator thing sounds like a pretty significant step.
It seems that way.
So our mission today is straightforward. Figure out what this EON Agent Orchestrator actually is, why it matters, and what it might mean for, the future of learning and creating stuff in XR. We're basing this on their official announcement.
And it's good to remember EON's background here, decades focused on using immersive tech for knowledge transfer, with AI becoming more and more central.
Okay, let's jump in then. What, in simple terms, is this Agent Orchestrator? What's the basic idea?
Well, think of it as a control center, a sophisticated one, designed to manage lots of different AI agents working together.
So not just individual AIs doing their own thing.
Precisely. Instead of them being isolated, the orchestrator coordinates them, makes them work as a team, specifically within EON's learning platforms.
Like the EON Spatial AI Academy.
Exactly that, and also enhancing things like EON XR content creation and their EON Vibe Coders platform. It's meant to be a unified command post.
Okay, so a team of AI agents. Why is that approach? Why is orchestrating them so important? What's the big advantage?
It's about achieving a higher level of, let's say, coordinated intelligence. As AI does more personalizing lessons, making virtual worlds react, giving guidance, these AI bits need to talk to each other effectively.
And they can't just stumble over each other.
No. The orchestrator is there to manage that interaction strategically, harmoniously within EON's system, make the whole greater than the sum of its parts,
That makes sense. Now, the announcement really highlights the impact on their EON Spatial AI Academy. How does this change things for learners there?
Okay, picture this. You've got different AIs acting like specialized faculty members, all coordinated.
Like AI tutors.
Yes, AI tutors for personalized help, but also AI curriculum designers adapting materials on the fly. Maybe AI career coaches giving advice, even AI lab assistants helping with XR projects.
Wow, a whole AI support team.
That's the vision. The orchestrator makes them work together to create these hyper-personalized learning paths and do it at a massive global scale.
So with AI handling that adaptive support, what does that mean for the human educators? Does it free them up?
That seems to be the idea. Potentially, educators could focus more on complex problem solving with students, mentorship, the human side of learning, while the AI handles the more, let's say, routine adaptive instruction and support.
A shift in focus then. And it's not just learning, right? You mentioned content creation for EON XR.
Absolutely. The orchestrator can manage complex workflows between different creative AIs.
Like what kind of AIs?
You could have an AI generating 3D models, another doing textures, one handling lighting, maybe another writing dialogue or programming how characters behave.
All working together on one project.
Exactly. Coordinated by the orchestrator to automate and improve the creation of interactive XR experiences. Maybe an AI tutor flags a learning gap, and that triggers other AIs to build a relevant simulation, that kind of thing.
That sounds incredibly efficient. And what about EON Vibe Coders for building XR apps?
Similar principle. The orchestrator manages AI developer companions.
Companions? Like pair programming with an AI?
Sort of. They might offer smart code suggestions, automate testing, maybe generate basic scene structures from plain language descriptions. The goal is faster prototyping and deployment of AI-powered XR apps.
So it really weaves through their whole product suite. The announcement mentions specific features of the orchestrator itself. What are some key ones?
Well, the Visual Workflow Design Studio sounds pretty central. It's apparently a drag-and-drop interface.
Drag and drop for managing AI interactions.
Yeah, so you could visually map out how, say, an AI tutor changes its approach based on student feedback, or how multiple AIs collaborate on building an XR asset. Makes complex logic more accessible.
Okay, that sounds much easier than writing tons of code for it. What else?
Advanced resource management. That's about efficiently handling the computing power, AI model access, data permissions for all these different agents.
Makes sense. You need to give the right tools to the right AI for the job.
Exactly. An NLP-focused AI tutor gets NLP resources, a 3D rendering AI gets GPU power, it optimizes performance, and, likely, cost.
And are they tracking if this all actually works?
Seems so. Real-time performance analytics are mentioned, dashboards showing how effective the AI tutors are measuring engagement, learning gains, also tracking content generation efficiency and user interactions.
Data-driven improvement then, and A/B testing different AI approaches.
Yeah, they mentioned that too, comparing different AI strategies, like different AI tutor personas to see what works best.
With all this AI automation, where do people fit in? Is there still human oversight?
Yes, that's crucial. They talk about seamless human-in-the-loop integration, or HITL.
HATL.
Human in the loop.
Yeah.
Basically, built-in checkpoints where human experts, educators, designers, subject matter experts can review and approve or guide the AI's work.
So quality control. Checking the AI's homework, essentially.
Kind of, yeah. Ensuring pedagogical soundness, creative quality, accuracy, maintaining that human expert validation. It's augmenting, not just replacing.
Got it. And managing potentially huge numbers of these agents.
That's covered by Scalable Agent Deployment and Governance. It's designed to handle deploying and managing potentially millions of agents for lots of users and content, including things like version control and security.
It sounds very comprehensive.
Yeah.
Platform designed to really tie everything together.
That's the synergistic idea, yes. The orchestrator acts as the intelligent layer, amplifying what EON Spatial AI Academy, EON XR, and EON Vibe coders can do individually.
How does this compare to maybe older ways AI has been plugged into education tech or XR? What's the claimed advantage?
Well, they stress the visual workflow design versus potentially complex coding. The central coordination of specialized agents working together is a big one.
Rather than isolated tools?
Right. Plus the dynamic resource management, the built-in analytics, the human oversight, the scalability. It's presented as a more integrated and adaptable approach than traditional, perhaps siloed AI implementations.
It definitely sounds geared towards flexibility and efficiency. Does this tie into a bigger picture for EON Reality?
Absolutely. This orchestrator is framed as key to their strategy for automating personalized learning, streamlining XR creation, speeding up AI feature development, and boosting engagement and outcomes.
They mentioned some tech details too, like a microservices architecture. Is that important?
It suggests a modern, scalable, and resilient platform design. It helps it connect smoothly and securely using APIs to all of EON's other assets, AI models, data, tools, while keeping things like GDPR and FERPA data privacy in mind.
So the big vision is making these advanced AI educational tools more accessible.
That seems to be the core message, democratizing access through better orchestration. And they did say it's a phased rollout, starting with the Academy and some XR content functions.
Okay, so bringing it all together, what's the single most important takeaway from this announcement about the EON Agent Orchestrator?
I think the key takeaway is that this represents a serious move towards making XR learning and content creation much more integrated, much more personalized, and potentially much more efficient. It's about the power of coordinating AI, not just having powerful AI.
That's a great summary. It really makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you can successfully orchestrate AI teams for something as complex as education, where else could this approach be applied? What other complex systems could benefit?
It's definitely a provocative thought about the future of collaborative intelligence, human and machine. And for anyone wanting to dive deeper, EON Reality mentioned a white paper is coming, plus discussions on their own podcast and spoken blog.
Good pointers. Definitely something to keep an eye on.